and UX designs is at the heart of modern technology. A brilliant application is only successful when it is intuitive, accessible, and provide an excellent user experience. Through this hackathon, you are learning not only how to build technology, but also how to design solutions that truly serve people. I am particularly pleased to learn that 5 student teams have committed themselves to developing innovative prototypes. Regardless of the outcome of the competition, each team has already demonstrated initiative, teamwork, and the courage to innovate. These are qualities that every successful professional must possess. I also commend Managing Africa for supporting this initiative through sponsorship, awards, and most importantly, the opportunity for internships, national service placement, and employment. Such opportunities are invaluable because they bridge the gap between classroom learning and professional practice. They are also aligned perfectly with the department internship program, which is an essential component of your academic training. And if you are aware, the University of Ghana has launched a strategic plan for 2024 to 2029. And one of the pillars or the priority areas is transformative student experience. This event aligns well with the priority one. To our students, I encourage you to make the most of this experience. Work collaboratively, think creatively, communicate effectively, and never be afraid to test new ideas. Remember that innovation often begins with a simple idea, refined through perseverance, teamwork, and continuous learning. Winning a prize is rewarding, but the knowledge, confidence, networks you build through this experience will have a far greater impact on your future careers. I would also like to acknowledge the continuing partnership between Managing Africa and the Department of Computer Science, particularly your support towards the vision of developing a new departmental building. This is a remarkable demonstration of your commitment to advancing computing education at the University of Ghana. We deeply appreciate your investment in our students in the future of the department. As the School of Physical and Practical Sciences, we remain committed to creating an environment where innovation, entrepreneurship, research, and industry collaboration can thrive. We will continue to support initiatives that prepare our students not only to graduate with excellent academic qualifications, but also to become leaders, innovators, and problem solvers who will contribute meaningfully to Ghana, Africa, and the global digital economy. I wish all the participating teams the very best. May today inspire new ideas, strengthen your confidence, and open doors to exciting opportunities. I encourage you to enjoy the experience, learn from one another, and give your very best. With these remarks, I have the pleasure of officially declaring the 2026 UI and UX Marathon Hackathon open. Thank you, and I wish you all a successful and rewarding event.
Thank you so much, sir. You all need to have the initiative, teamwork, and quality to innovate. Thank you, sir. We hope to see that from all our teams here today. Okay, now we have another very important person in our midst. Today is all about building solutions, and no organization understands that better than managing Africa. To share a few words, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce their CEO, Ebenezer Denzel Amano. He is a seasoned entrepreneur and e-commerce analyst with over 20 years of experience. While he considers himself the chairman of everything, CEO of nothing, his impact says otherwise. Known as the community happiness transformer, he is an international trade and development consultant who connects the dots towards the future of work and artificial intelligence. He has dedicated his career to empowering others, founding companies that create jobs for the youth and female-led businesses. His commitment to the tech space is undeniable. In 2015, he was the sole recipient of the 6th Ghana Information Technology and Telecom Award for Emerging Telecom Young Entrepreneurs. Please, House, make a round of applause as we welcome Ebenezer Denzel Amano to give his remarks on the program. Thank you.
Hello. I'm just overwhelmed about what she was saying. I don't know where she got all this information from. Well, she did a research. Interesting. Okay. So we are here to support you and to help develop the youth and create other avenues with you. Out of it, we've come out with working with we have some of your alumni. Robert, you can who work with us, and we've been developing various skills in the digital spaces. So I wish to say to you that give up your best, and today it may be hard, but tomorrow it will be easy. So the rest, I leave it to Robert to continue. Robert.
Okay. Hi. Good morning. There was a time that I used to sit there. I think we had a GT Bank or some program like that. And it was beautiful. And I think it was one of the most interesting things Professor Solomon today has been driving, in order to motivate us, the students. It is in line to this motivation introduced me to management that happens now I'm here. The interest is to inspire the creativity among students, to bring out the best within you all. And we're looking forward to working with a few of you, so may the best win. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause. It's like people, you don't want to win, eh? Clap, clap, clap. Yes. Thank you very much, Robert and Mr. Ebenezer. Okay. So next, we want a little briefing on the hackathon, what it's about, and how you'll be judged, the judging criteria. So, please, a round of applause as we welcome Professor Solomon Mensah to give us a briefing on the hackathon and the judging criteria. Yes.
All right. Good morning and thank you, everyone. And I'm much happy to be here. Having my dean here is very good. And also having one alumnus here, Robert, good. Robert undergrad, and then also masters. Yeah. And then Robert linking me to Eben is also another key thing here. Today's program is one of the key things that the department really respects in terms of industrial collaboration. So basically, Managing Africa is collaborating with the Department of Computer Science, basically to help you, the student, come up with some innovative ideas, which I'm sure all of you are ready for that. So we want you to be able to note that, although it's a competition, it is also all about marketing yourselves, right? I know it's not only for my department, computer science. Those of you that are part of the team, yesterday and some days ago, we have been having a series of meetings. So I know that it's a joint thing, Department of Computer Engineering, Department of Computer Science, trying to be able to come on board to be able to get this done is good. For the judging criteria, basically the judges will be introduced shortly, and then they are expected to be able to look at your prototype you're going to present. So it is up to the team, the three-member team, to agree on how they're going to make their presentation. So as I discussed with you, if you want to probably be able to have a little intro to tell us why you came up with an innovative idea, that's perfect. Then after, you also have to be able to showcase your prototype to show us all the various interfaces, and then let us know the key motivation driving the innovative idea you are bringing on board. And then the judges will probably be able to look at it, and then afterward we can actually be able to score you accordingly. All right, so the main key thing is you want to see the logic behind the innovative idea you are introducing, the future prospects of it, as well as how you were able to put their prototype together, and then we score you accordingly. So after all, the judges will put their reports together, and then we can actually be able to assess. I wish you guys all the best, and I know that you are going to do as marvelous, right? And remember, we are having the program aired on YouTube, and also others are joining on Zoom. So, and the MC is also doing very well, right? And thank you, Madam MC Mara, you are doing so well, and I'm much grateful. Right, thank you everyone for your support, right? All the best.
Thank you very much, Prof. Please, round of applause. Please, the team that claps the most will win. Also, please, let's be clapping. Let's be clapping. Okay, so we are going to zoom straight into our presentations, but before that, let's take a 5-minute break to have you guys prepare, get your things sorted ahead of time. So please, team 1, get prepared. All the teams should get prepared. Please make sure that all your members are around, and make sure that everything that you have to present is ready. All right. So we'll convene at 11:40. We'll convene at 11:40 for presentation.
What is the name of your team? And the mute.
want to introduce Professor Ebenezer Owusu, who currently serves as a professor of artificial intelligence and the head of department of computer science. He earned his PhD in computer science from Jiangsu University in 2013 and has since built a distinguished career advancing the critical fields of machine learning, computer vision, and pattern recognition. Throughout his career, Professor Owusu has led and contributed to numerous high-impact research projects. Beyond his primary academic and administrative leadership, he is a recognized technical consultant and a vital contributor to the global scholarly ecosystem. He serves on various academic boards and committees, acts as a manuscript reviewer for leading international journals, and serves as an external assessor for PhD candidates, and faculty promotions across several universities. Please, a round of applause as we welcome Professor Ebenezer Owusu to give us the welcome address. Please, a round of applause.
But my is here, where when it is his turn, probably you introduce me. I don't know who, is it me or? Okay, hey. Thank you. On behalf of the Department of Computer Science, I welcome you for this important program. You know, the department is a big one with an of more than 4,000 and postgraduates, masters alone. We are around 100 and PhD close to 40. So why am I saying that? You are fortunate to be part of this. Okay, and I hope you make good use of the opportunity and then excel well. I also welcome our collaborator. It's not an easy thing to, spend a lot of money for a like this. So the CEO of Africa and his team are also here, and I welcome you well. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much, Professor Ebenezer Owusu. So we would like to make some presentations to our Dean, and we would like to invite Mr. Ebenezer Denzel Amano to make this presentation. Okay. No, he will make the presentation to you. To you. Yes. For your support. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, please, we would like to invite Professor Ebenezer Owusu to also make a presentation to you for all your support. Thank you very much. All right. So without taking much time, we will now zoom into our presentations. So Team 1, please let's welcome Team 1 with a round of applause. Let's welcome Team 1. So Team 1, they are presenting on Trust Market, a first of its kind trust-giving platform designed to connect people with unused but useful items to nearby individuals who need them through a safe and verifiable exchange process. On their team, we have Abel Tete. Please, Abel, give us a wave. Please, round of applause for them. We have Thelma Asare and Albert Tete. They are all level 400 IT students. So please, a round of applause for them as they make their presentation.
Four items that they ended up giving away because they had no one to give it to. Can I please see by a show of hands? Okay, thank you. So, yeah, so most people tend to throw away things, items like kitchen equipment, old shoes, old bags, old phones. Most people tend to throw them away because they have a new replacement or they do not have anyone to give them to. So as my team, I pondered over it, we realized that it wasn't about supply and demand. It was just abundance. It also it's about trust. Yeah, so market the trust market up. Yeah, so there are two categories of people. People on but useful items and people who are in need of these items. Yeah. Um up. Yeah, so when we market, our tagline is useful things deserve a second home. Yeah, okay. So with this, it bridges the gap between people with the unused but useful items, and then people who are in need of these items. Yeah. So with this, it comprises the um, button. It incorporates the server button, the request clearly button, and the collect save. Yeah. So one journey that carries a user trust from trust to hand. We have very request. Contest help the giver to choose with confidence and with connect. That's this help us. Yeah, so with the onboarding, it's whether you are a giver or you are a receiver of an item. activity, contact, the saver meetup guidance, the confirm handover, the review, report, and blocking. Okay, so please, I would end here so my colleague my colleague lead us through the prototypes. Thank you.
My name is Steve, and I'll be taking us through the prototype. Is for it helps to donate items and also use solution, right? So we went with green theme. So the user is greeted by a landing page that gives the user a fair idea of the system. So upon looking at this particular page, the user is able to understand that he or she will be able to get free items on this particular platform. So I'm going to take you through the onboarding process. Okay, so with our system, we want to ensure trust, and we do that by taking the user's details and also verifying the user's details. So during account creation, we take the user's full name, we take the user's phone number, the user's location, and whether and we make sure that we verify that the user is 18 and above. Then we also take the purpose of the person or the users creating an account on the platform, right? And there are two options here. One is to give and receive, and the other is to only receive. So I'll go ahead with blue. So we instantly verify the user's phone number. That is one aspect of the verification process. So we send an OTP to the user's phone number. Then we make sure that we verify the OTP to just make sure that it is an actual person who is trying to use the system. So now we move on to the next step in the verification process. We want to make sure that the user is applying to be on our platform is an actual person. So we take the person's Ghana card, then we verify the Ghana card against our database. Once everything checks out, and the user is allowed to use the platform. There are already things that data can get for free. So you can see 3 seats so far, which the this particular thing, right? The person doesn't need it, and the person doesn't want to throw it away. The person wants to right? For it to be wasted, and the person wants it to be useful to another person. The person who needs the item, I will log into the account, obviously. Then I will go ahead and click on the item. I can see the item in a bigger view. I can also see details of the item. So this particular system is this particular item is a 3-seat sofa. So I want the user, right, and I want this 3-seat sofa. So I'll click on request item. Then this particular page is for person who uploaded the item. Right? So receive the person who is trying to get the item, right? The person will receive a request from that person, and the person will be approve or disapprove of the request. So I am the owner, right? And I want to approve the request. So once I approve the request, I'm able to communicate with the person who wants to receive the item. So there are two ways to do this, right? It's either the donor chats or communicates with the receiver to and gets the item, right? And a secure code will be shared between the two of them, and it will be recorded to kind of verify whether the item has actually been received by the person. So once we make sure to rate or get a rating of the person who submitted or who gave out the item. And once that review is submitted, we keep that review and it compounds to show how efficient or how credible that particular donor is. So that is the end of our flow. And the end goal is to ensure that there's less pollution and also the needy are able to receive help. Okay, so I'll hand over to my colleague. He will take us through the next steps.
Right. So mine is to let you know the importance of this particular app. It's really helpful in most cases. We are using to bridge the gap between mostly the mediocrity and the rich. You see, most times the rich people tend to have a lot of things and they don't really know what to do with it. In other scenarios, they are very busy. They are very busy with their work, so they don't know whom to give it to. I quite remember one of my aunties came back from work and she came with a laptop. I did ask where she brought it from. She was like, she found it in garbage from their workplace. And I asked why. She said it was like, they have nothing to use it for. It's very useless. So I was like, oh wow. So if this PC found a useful owner, maybe the person who owns it doesn't need it anymore, but someone else can use it for a good purpose. You get me? So this very application is very important in many scenarios and many different ways. If only we could use it in the future, or if only we can make it more efficient for us to use it. I quite remember once also when my father is an electrician for God brought a to us a microwave from his country. The microwave is the only fault at the microwave was just the fuse. But they were to scraps. They bought it, just fix the fuse, and that's it. Going for thousands cities. Cool. He made something for himself. So if that particular said this thing for to come and take it and repair it for himself, it could have been a use of something for himself. So mine is to just give you the important and the future thing that can be done out of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. any questions, any further clarifications. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Please applause for team one.
So, is it like you are looking to monetize it or what?
But we are not immediately, our immediate goal is not monetization, but we will monetize it through the delivery, right? The some users, right, will not be able to meet. So once that happens, there will be a delivery, and we are partnering with delivery services, right? So once the delivery is, once we will request for a delivery from the delivery services. So we will take a small token from the revenue that is made from that delivery service. So that is where we will make our revenue from.
The end user, does he pay for it or it's free?
Not all the time, right? It's
You have to define what the end user is. Do you understand what I mean?
yes.
You have to really define where if the model you are looking at
Okay.
should be in a way that you are telling people from we are developing. Robert will tell you we are developing a similar thing. So I asked him why didn't I share it with you? You understand? So we call it a discussion. So go on your phone right now. You see he has a placeholder to tell you what. Go to your what discussion platform. So he has a placeholder. Yeah. Are you there? So
Monetization won't really be based on the item itself, but how the exchange process is going to be. For example, businesses like hotels, hospitals, they mostly replace their items, so they can purchase the item and then use them for bulk listing, so they could monitor it. So they
So that's the URL, so maybe you can check it out.
Okay.
It's slightly
have you seen the URL?
Yes. Yetisukasu.com.
Read what that print so that
before this blend with the placeholder.
and then
But I think it's primarily, so I think the point he's trying to make is we're primarily doing almost, we try to do almost the same thing that you have currently. But okay, so great. I think what he's trying to say is that we're primarily trying to do the same thing with the same concept. Okay, yours is pretty much like for free. The one that we're developing, we're looking at money. It's business. You understand? And it can't always be free. One way or the other, there should be money somewhere else because it's not a charity. So we're looking at how best can we find within your concept, okay? How best can we find?
read it. So
Isn't it?
So read it. What is it?
Yetisukasu is a digital marketplace that specializes in the trading of new and used home and office products. we offer a convenient platform to showcase and trade a diverse range of high-quality items, from furniture to electronics and more. Our marketplace connects you with eager buyers, ensuring seamless transactions and maximum exposure for your products.
I developed that when moved one office to another. So as we were moving one office to another, my big brother comes. Oh, this thing, because I didn't use the items and it's sitting there. Instead of he giving me money, you tell, can I have this one for free? Then I gave him a neck condition. The next minute he came back. Can I have this carpet, this table? So I looked at it. I bought money of it. At least if you give me 1 CD or 2 CDs, I can put it in my account to recover whatever it is. So I got to realize that most of our household, we have about 60% of the items we don't need. We buy on impulse buying, or today I don't need this one and I just put it somewhere. The day you move from the house, that's when you realize that 60% of the items you don't need in the new office. So are you going to throw it away, or somebody will come and take it for free? So the model is you list it, and somebody like you said, if it's clothing, you list your old clothing. The person, somebody who also is in need of this clothing, will just order for it, and we have a delivery company called Fafa Meso. Okay, so Fafa Meso would then do the delivery on your behalf. Fafa Meso also have another extra job they do. If you think the person you are buying from, the product you are not sure, you can pay Fafa Meso extra money to do diligence to verify the item on your behalf. Then that is so. The idea of free it doesn't exist in our part of the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, does anyone have any other questions, contributions? Okay. Sir, please, do you have any contribution on their work?
Okay, so I want to know the man hours that was placed in doing the work. So, yeah, man hours. So how many hours did you put in to do this? Or AI did it for you? Because the interface I saw seems to me AI did it for you. So then, how many man hours have you, as a team, dedicated in doing this? Because if AI is doing it for you, what have you gained from it? But you are building a skill. Do you understand? So we are also interested to know the amount of skills that you are also gaining from this. So right now, I just want to know how many hours, even if AI did it, okay? You went in there, we spent this amount of time to correct this, to evaluate this, to change this. Do you get what I'm saying? I just want to appreciate that aspect of it. Yeah, so if you can speak to it, I'll be glad.
So the whole process was not automated with AI. There was some manual intervention in there, in the sense of we came up with the idea, then we refined it with AI, then we didn't have much time, so we used AI to develop the prototype, right? After developing the prototype, we did some manual edits, and we were able to come to this. It was not fully automated. We spent approximately 10 hours on this particular project, and we were not really focusing on the actual UI. We were mostly focusing on the idea that we want to put across and the problem that we want to solve. So moving on, we can make manual edits and make sure that the system or the user interface conforms to standards.
Okay, thank you. So like I said, I always want to measure skills and time. You understand? So then, yes, we want to see how efficient and how proficient you can be. So like I always say, we cannot stop you from using AI. Nobody can, because how do you stop you? But your ability to be able to get in there, tune it up to suit your needs is what matters. That's why I was asking how many man hours you have dedicated to tune it up to what we are seeing. If it is just what you did and brought it to us, then we would not have been able to. But if you are dedicating 10 hours to do in-fixes and other things, then I think it's commendable, right? Yeah, so then you own it. You become the master of it because you know what you are looking for. AI can make mistakes, right? It may not even realign the ideas the way you wanted them. But your in-fixes within the 10 hours, I believe, has brought about this final outcome. And that is commendable. Sure.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for your input. Thank you very much, Team 1, for your presentation. Please, a round of applause as they have their seats. Now, Team 2, please start getting ready. Before we move into Team 2, we would like to acknowledge some people in our midst. So, yes, we have someone in our midst. He has made history as the first person to graduate with a PhD in computer science from the University of Ghana. And he currently serves as an associate professor. As an associate professor of wireless communication networks right here in the department. His extensive research spans AI, cybersecurity, and wireless sensor networks. Beyond his robust academic publications, he applies his expertise globally as an educational technology consultant for organizations like UNESCO, UNICEF, and the World Bank. He champions diversity in STEM and empowers girls in tech fields as the founder of Ladies in Tech Ghana. Furthermore, he is a dedicated leader within the academic community, currently serving as the Vice President of the University Teachers Association of Ghana, Local Executive Council for UG. Please, a round of applause as we acknowledge Professor Kofi Sapong Edumeni. Okay, so with him we have an incredible local talent and a PhD candidate from right here, University of Ghana, with a background in engineering. He is currently making waves with his research in data privacy and blockchain secured healthcare system. We are thrilled to have here Mr. Sandro Amufa. Please, a round of applause as we acknowledge him in our midst. Okay, so now we move directly to Team 2. Please, Team 2. Can we see, please, a round of applause as they approach? Round of applause as they approach. Please, you can do better than that. Yes. So briefly on Team 2, they are building Patriots. Patriots is a real-time civic coordination platform that connects communities and public institutions through a single trusted network. We have Sapong Somoa. Please, Sapong Somoa, if you can give us a little wave. We have Elvis Tiburu. And WEPIA, all right. They are all level 300 computer engineering BSc students at the University of Ghana. All right.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So we are Team Patriots, and as you said, I'm Elvis. So first, the meaning behind Patriots. We know that from our social studies days in SHS and whatnot, a patriotic citizen is someone who does what abide by the rules of the country. It's can you help me?
Somebody who also loves their country.
Exactly. So, go to the next slide. So, what if every citizen could help protect Ghana? So, the reason behind our idea is that, you see, on 29th June, right, a flood happened, I think, somewhere in the morning thereabouts, right? So, people didn't know that, like, it was raining heavily and that it could cause this massive floods, right? So, what our idea is trying to initially, what our idea was trying to target was that it will be a flat sense, right? So it will tell people that, okay, the area you are at, this is the risk of flood you actually get at that place from rain data, from like past rain data, the intensity of the rains and stuff like that. So Patriot, go back. So Patriot now became something like, okay, if that's the case, meaning our app will only be used during the rainy seasons, right? So we had to like extend. We had to like extensify so that like throughout the year and by the way, it's not just an app. It's a system that will connect Ghanaians to public agencies, right? So Patriot is just basically just picture is that, okay, so I have a problem in my area, right? And I need people in other places to know that, okay, this is what is happening in my area. So I have, there's a flood in my area. Maybe someone wants to come to my place. They don't know that there's a flood there. I can just report it on the app, there's a flood there, right? And there are several layers where we will have to verify that, okay, there's truly a flood there. So the problem. So imagine you are driving to work and you're the first person who sees that there's an accident on the road, right? You are the first person who saw it. For the police to hear about it, you will need to call them. And if you call them, they will obviously ask you your location. Like, how severe is the accident? Like, they'll ask you some questions, right? So what Patriot will do is that, okay, just go into the app, take a picture of what's happening or a video. If you feel like where you are is not safe, just go to a safe place, take a picture of what's happening, and just send it to the emergency line, which automatically routes to the helpline, which is 112. That goes to both fire service, Ghana police, and I think the ambulance, right? Next. So, right, so, and yes, so one thing to talk about is, so obviously when incidents happen, like say accidents, for every Ghanaian now, because of social media and stuff like that, everyone will take their phone to record first, right? To send to bloggers, to send to news agencies. So instead of like it won't take time to actually reach the agencies because they have social media and stuff like that. So they monitor all these things, right? But for a centralized place to like get different aspects of how the thing is happening in real time. So imagine I'm there, I've seen that something is happening, I just pull out my phone, I take a picture of what's happening. This guy too takes a picture of what's happening, he's at another place, that's another angle of the same incident, right? So that just gives you different views of what is happening now. So if the emergency helplines, if they are coming to help, they know what they are in exactly for, right? They know what's the problem they are trying to come and fix and stuff like that. Right, so it says Patriot turns every smartphone into a trusted civil sense. Yeah, right. So the thing about initially the plan was when the plan was about the flood, it was to install IoT sensors everywhere to kind of make the data accurate, right? So install water level sensors here, there, and there, and there in drains and dams and stuff like that. But we've realized that that's not overkill, but like where we are right now, we can't do stuff like that. So right now, there are like over approximately 8 million people connected to the internet right now, right? So why don't we just use people's smartphones as the sensors? Do you get it? So instead of using the IoTs, I just need to know that, okay, there's happening here, and so people are trying to call like the police. So instead of everyone just ringing the helplines for police, everyone just takes a picture of what's happening. So if there's a hotspot there, like the images coming in or the videos coming in are dominant, we just know that, okay, yes, there's surely a problem here. So we need to do A, B, C, D together, right? Next. All right, so the flow of our system is a citizen will take a photo, and one thing about, I wouldn't say Ghanaians, but human beings in general, if there's a system like this, someone will say, oh, let me test it, let me see, oh, if I say that maybe there's an accident here, the person might take a picture of a tree and try to like upload it to see, oh, wait. Right, so we have an AI that will read and classify the data and see that, okay, truly, this is a car, and this, like, you need to know that, okay, this is a collision and stuff like that, to know that, yes, this is actually an accident. Then there's the routing engine. So what the routing engine will do is that, okay, so there are, when we are doing the prototype, you get to see it. So there are tabs that you specify the kind of problem it is, right? So if, say, it's maybe in your area, you see that, okay, these roads are very bad reports, and you say, okay, I'm selecting road and I'm taking a picture of the road. This won't route to the police. That's pointless, right? So it routes maybe your district assembly, because there are layers to this. You can't just route it to the Ministry of Roads and Construction. Yeah, you can't just route to them. It needs to go through levels to get somewhere, right? So the routing engine will go to the district assemblies to be processed, then before it's moved there. So if it's something they can do, like, oh, they can come and solve it for you, they will just give you a response that, okay, a lot of people in your area are reporting it's hard. Okay, so then they've given you a response that, okay, by this day, by this time, we'll come and take a look and maybe solve it for you guys. And for a citizen, it works both ways. So one angle is that people who want to report, so there are people who are actually very bold. When things are kind of like that, they have the confidence to pull out their phone and record and like put stuff out there for people to know that what's going on. And there are those like us who are scared, who want to hide and stuff like that. So we'll be in our homes, we don't know what's going on outside in communities and whatnot. So there's an option where you are just staying aware of what's happening. So you are just seeing a live feed of whatever is happening at a place. So imagine the flood incident that happened. You are in your home. You have to wait for news agencies to get there before they record whatever is happening to put out there. So with this is a live feed. People are already there taking pictures and showing that, okay, this is what's happening. And yeah. So someone will continue from there.
So for the agencies, they'll have a live map of every incident, where problems are clustering, response times are tracking, all that. So to be safe, we'll have a map where every report you make from your side is on a map, and then other people's reports are also on the map, so everyone sees it. For example, there was a time where Doomsaw was doing that, and then a group of people built Odumso. I don't know if people saw it, but it has a map where you log in and then you log your complaint, so that if I'm somewhere and then I'm coming to your area, I don't know there's light out over there, I'll just pick a power bank. So this app is not just for flood, it's for security reasons, it's for your own safety. So how we stop fake reports? So the photo is checked, just as Elvis said, the photo is checked Also, the Ghana ambulance service and the fire service, they really get a lot of prank calls. So what we are going to do is that when you are logging in into the app, you are going to use your Ghana card. And then the phone number you are going to also use is going to connect it to the Ghana card. So it's going to be verified by NIA. So if you make a fake report, or if you try to do what we normally try to do, what I've tried to do before, or what I've done before, and then the police comes there, the agencies come there, and it's not true, you be tracked and you'll be held accountable for what you've done, because we believe that as citizens that can make the country safe for ourselves. If you don't take initiative, if you don't take the bold step to make the country safe for ourselves, then nobody's going to do it. Because in our country, you can see that a lot of times we complain a lot. You see the market women complaining on the TVs that they should come and fix their road, they should come and do this, they should come and do that, but that never happens. But if you get a lot of people behind it, a lot of people doing it, we feel that it will solve the issue. So one report, thousands informed. Just as I said earlier, one report will be made, but a lot of people will be informed. It will be like one feature of it is like a Google map something, where when you log on, you see a lot of reports and then you know what to do. So we believe that it's narrow now. Right now, it's just a UI, but it can be big later. So we have fire, road accidents, flood, collapse of a medical scene, and then a crime. So for the crime, we are seeing that for you to video a crime, like somebody is doing something to somebody, you might even get into trouble. So that's why we have cancelled it over there. So Ghana's first emergency system was its people. Patriots gives them a real way to help again. Thank you. So we are going to show a live prototype of the app. We rendered it in Figma, but we also did it in Swift. Yeah, the Figma one. So right now, we're just going to log in. Right now, they log in. There's no verification. We're just logging in straight ahead. So yeah, this is the home page. So you can see that it has a live weather map at the top over here, a flash-based view of your location. It also has news. We added news so that when you open the app, you have everything there. When you open the app, you are connected to like millions of Ghanaians all together. So click on this one. Click on this one. So this is a flash-based view of your area. So just in case your area is getting flooded, the IUTs and then the information from the weather apps and all that are going to tell us that, oh, okay, this area has this percentage of flood. So you can share that flood risks to the map. So when you share it to the map, this is how it comes. So it shows that around you, your area has for this particular example, you had a 47% chance of risk. So everyone on the app will be able to see that, oh, this area, when I'm going, I should be very careful because there's the flood risks over there. So the reports inside. So these are reports inside. We have tabs for block drain, flood road, flood happening now, power outage, landslide, and other. So let's try the other. Let's try other. And take a photo. So we are going to use a photo. You can, for the other ones, we added a tab where you can describe the issue. So the AI detection. So the report has been sent, and then when you come to the map, you can see it over there. So you can see it over here that the other has been logged. This is the detail he placed over there that there's a other, and you described it as flooding, and then there's a reference. So the agency that will be sent will have their own dashboard where they will see this, and then they will come and solve the problem. So when they see it, it will go to in review, and then when it's resolved, it will be resolved, and everyone around will be able to see it. I think that's all right. The alerts. So these are the alerts. So the more people are ringing alerts around you, you'll be able to get alerts from your side. So over here you can see the high flood risks, drainage maintenance. Then go to the next one. Yeah, so these are like some series of alerts. Go to profile. So for the profile page, we have leaderboard, my reports, save locations, and then this. Should I talk about this one? This was supposed to be like something like a gamify something, where the more you report, the more points you get, and in one way or the other, you are going to be rewarded by the district assembly you belong to. That you are trying to keep your community safe, because some people will be like, why should I report if I'm not getting anything out of it? So we add a kind of a game where you can see you are the first position, second position. So at the end of the week, people will be rewarded according to what they do, or at the end of the month, they'll be rewarded. Go back. My reports. So for my reports, when you click on it, you can see all the reports you made and their progress. Click on it. Yeah, you just click on it. So this is the one we just sent. Did you send this? Did you send this? This is the one we just sent that they said flagging, so it's still sent. It's not in review yet. Then what we also added was an emergency button. So when you're in the app, every page you go to, you can see this orange button over there. That shows the emergency number of the centralized, and that's 112. We also added the police, we added fire service, and we added the ambulance. So that just in case you are at safe work, or you're at report, or you're at alerts, anywhere you are, you can just call the police just in case something's happening. Yeah, so that you will not be left behind. Scroll. So this is a news feature. So over here you can see your local news, like actually like a newspaper, but it's inside the app. So basically, we believe that, as I said earlier, if the country is supposed to be safe, it starts with the citizens, and then it goes on to the higher authorities. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for Team T. Okay, so please, does anyone have any questions?
Why the Ghana card? Yeah.
Right now, the way Ghana system works, every detail about the person is linked to the Ghana card. So to make someone accountable for their actions, the only way we can, I won't say trap because tracking people's data is bad, but like, the only way we can get that person is if, see, this will be verified by the NIA. So it's the NIA who has the data. So if you send false news, let's say false news, and we want to know that, okay, you are the person who sent the false news, you just need to verify with NIA and get your details and come and hold you accountable. If it's a fine, if it's maybe take you to court or whatnot, right? So the Ghana card feature is for people who are Ghanaians. There may be scenarios where there are foreigners in the country who want to report an issue. So there's an option where if you're a foreigner, let's say hypothetically you have your say your passport with you, right? You can't.
No, you see, it's collecting too much data. So most people will not contribute. The best way you have to look at it is using their phone as an ID. If every phone has an IME, so the NCA will identify the person through the handset they are using. Because if you say I should report and now I'm going to fill my Ghana card and or my passport, I will not do it. But if you said it's an app whereby I can, as soon as I take a shot of it, then straight away it sends the listen. It picks the hands. It was sent by this IMEM. The handset is Apple. Blah 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 blah. The normal. It came from this to NC integration. It came from this. This was the number in the SIM card. That would be more a background thing than people will be willing to give you more information.
Yes.
So I would say the passport and this thing should be taken off.
Thank you for that. And thank you for the input, by the way. And I was getting to that too. So there are people who wouldn't want like as you said, the passport, that's too much information.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's, can you go to the, so there's an option where you log in as a guest.
You see, since it's an app that is collecting data, don't say you're logging as a guest. See how can I get more people on board? Then it will become the accuracy of the people that visit the site. I guess then you can add more features that need to be added on. But if you said I should log in as a guest, it doesn't. There's nothing that appeal. Years ago, if Dr. Now Professor Riapo would tell you, he introduced me to some guys. They did what we call, when you had there were a lot of attacks on the university campus. They had similar thing like that. You can ask Professor Riafe to help you to get one or two ideas. Look at the this thing, then add it to this to improve it better.
I don't think it's.
No, seniors first. All right, so it was a nice presentation. The idea is very good. I also see that you have some very nice, good interfaces. You can look at the flow a bit with regards to submission of a report, it appearing on the map before it's being verified, perhaps even by wherever it's going, whether it's something that you should be a bit mindful about. So for instance, if you take a picture and then you submit the picture, you said you're using AI. Good. So the AI, for instance, can be in between before it even appears on the map to give some level of a percentage of the likelihood of it being true. And what is also on the map should be more or less like a likelihood of it being true, rather a percentage sort of, so that people can relate to it better, you understand? So not just that it is what it, because it's possible that some people can just give false alarm. When it happens, it will flood the whole place, and what will happen is people will think that there was something happening there, when really that's not the case, okay? So the AI in the loop, in the middle, should look at that, and then, but it's a very nice idea, very, very nice. Second thing is, I think I wanted to know a little bit about the awards that you made mention of, right? You made mention of awards. I didn't get to understand it well. Is it the usage or the reporting? Okay, so the more you report, you get points. So the points, okay. The points then should be based on not the number of reports necessarily, but valid reports. Yes, okay. All right. So that would be nice addition. Thank you very much. Let me give it to him. Senior.
Thank you. All right. So good idea, like he said. So I'll ask the general one. Man hours committed to this work. And your contribution. So I want to know AI's contribution and your contribution.
As I was presenting, I said the initial idea was towards the only like flag-based, right? And that one he designed the UI fully, completed everything. That was about 5 years ago. So he started with the idea first, then he came to us and he was pitching it to us, right? So we saw that this will only work in the rainy season, and after that, that's it. So he and I helped him to refine the idea before we gave it to Claude to kind of like find loopholes in what we're saying to kind of add it. So if you say man hours, he's quite a number of these to do this. So I'll say roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we were notified, we saw the UI hackathon, and then I started working on it right away. Then later I spoke
2 weeks. Okay. So this is direct design from you, or Claude polished or fine-tuned something.
So like,
Called this interface, for example.
yes, so for things like, you see the liquid glass flow and stuff like that.
That's
was
Claude.
yes, that one. But for the UIs, it was mainly.
So, okay. Okay, so then let's evaluate. Percentage belong to you, percentage to Claude.
In terms of the UI.
Yep, in terms of UI. So the man hours is now understand, 2 weeks. Excellent. So now the designs, percentage to AI, percentage to you. 90-10? Where, who does 90, who did 10? You did 90, AI did 10. Okay. So, why the entire Accra flood? Why not specific to areas where you know floods really take place? Why Accra? Because it's not every part in Accra that floods. And since the focus is on flooding, why Accra?
So the initial idea was flooding. That was the first idea, but then later on we changed it to like more of a reporting hub. So not Accra per se, but everywhere.
Okay, then the name, I think I saw mostly you're talking about Accra. Everything was like Accra, Accra. That's what I'm asking. So then if it is everywhere, Accra is not Ghana, right? So you may want to look for an appropriate maybe nomenclature or name for it than just saying Accra flood up or something. And then, when you are, I was also trying to understand why you were collecting the Ghana card information. So you want me to kind of report an incident. You want me to motivate it to do it. Well, Ghana card, if we should ask the number of people here who knows their Ghana card number, I don't know if you can just mention your Ghana card number. On the fly, 1. Not for money, for money for. On the fly, 1. Okay, who else? 2, 3. So you see that majority of the people do not have the numbers in there. When they are going to transact, then they put the card and then they want to enter the number. So anything that will cause people not to enter a record will hinder the kind of data you are looking for. Because people, 1, they may be skeptical. I'm putting my Ghana card number. What's the guarantee that it's going to be safe? So you are looking at the fact that you are looking at making sure people are not sending false information. I'm also thinking of my safety because of issues of people using numbers, these things to defraud others. So what shows that you are going to guarantee when I put my Ghana card number in your app? So now I'll not report. And then the app gets no data. So is there any other way we can verify? Because from what you are saying, the only point you are using a Ghana card is just to make sure you are verifying whether what I'm saying is correct. So is there no other way? If you don't take my Ghana card, for example, is there no other way you can think of still verifying that the information is accurate, or to make sure the person will enter the correct information? Because this is reporting a flood, right? So then if there's no flood, I don't report anything. So what makes you think that people will just go and put in wrong information? What was your rationale for thinking it's possible somebody will go and put in wrong information, so let's tie them to their Ghana card?
The flood now has become like a feature of like the whole reporting thing. So the thing about people putting their Ghana card, the idea was that, you see, let's say a gang of robbers, right? They can say that, okay, this place is safe, like, oh, you can pass here, you can do this. They will report something, like a collective will just report something that's okay, this is something over here. So that they can just lure people to come into that place to do whatever they want to do over there. So we kind of made it like, then if that's the case, then if the idea was you don't, okay, I get what you were saying. So that we said it wrong. So the idea was supposed to be that if you're a first time user and you are going to report, that's when, as he said, use the number. But if, say, you are in your comfort of your home and you download the app and you want to verify your information with the app, like you trust the app. That's if you trust the app, then you can use your Ghana card. If not, then you can. We use the phone number to verify because it's still linked to the Ghana card anyway, right? So we have the IME number. You can get the details of the person from the telco companies. That's the police request for them. They will get it, but we don't have access to it.
Yeah, so I'm saying that when others are looking at tap to report, okay, when people are looking at tap to report, so things can go very fast. We are rather adding more complexity. You see, because this is like a bit more complex. When it comes to reporting, if you want people to report, it should be very easy, flexible, so you can get the data, because we need data. So if it is very complex, I need to now go and open up. Once you take my geolocation, you think that the incident is happening within that geolocation. So you should be able to read. You should be able to read my location, okay, and then act. Maybe based on your different tabs. It's fire. So if it's fire, tap fire. If it is flood, tap flood. If it is robbery, tap robbery. So you know the button that has been tapped. You know the appropriate agency to wire to or verify, like earlier speakers have said. So I'm just trying to let us reduce the complexity so that people can really report. Then the news. The app is to take reports, emergency reporting. What should new? It's not for entertainment or for, because there are news portals. So if I want news, I should go to a news portal. So I don't know why news on such a very important, let me call it high risk, because this is reporting risk, things that are going to create more. So why should there be news in such an environment? Maybe you can tell us your motivation. I don't know, me, I'm thinking different anyway, but maybe you also have an idea why you think news is important in an environment like this. But for me, I think I'm not there for news. I'm there to tell my case or report on something happening which is emergency. So why should I care about news? You may share your thoughts on that. I know he wants to bring in something.
the idea about
Or you want to finish first?
Okay. The idea which I like about the news is we run multiple news portals. So for you to get a sort of traction, every time people getting to know about this, and it's like you are picking current news that are happening. So it's as the person is going through it, and there's an event that he want to take. It's not that he only take the phone when you want to report. But if I want to browse, I go to Google this thing, it gives me the update of things that are happening around me. So I think that one is laudable.
Because it's just like my banking app.
Uh-huh.
If they put news there, I don't need any because I'm going to.
In fact, this is not banking app. You see, yeah.
Then you dilute it with certain things. It becomes like nuisance because a lot of things are happening around, and people know where to go for other things.
Oh, but if you look at it, the what is happening around comes first on top of the design before the news is a latter part.
Well, they should think about it.
Okay, so about the news, right? then why not, target a specific type of news that is related to the app itself, like happenings and maybe flood news, fire outbreaks, accident, things that are, targeting what the app is about. Do you understand? Okay.
But the final thing I wanted to ask was the data harvested from all these areas. What are you going to use it for? So all these data. Where is the data going to? Who uses this data? Where is it going to sit?
The data collected, like from the reports.
Yes, all the data you are collecting.
So those ones go to the emergency helplines. So the police they use the data, right? So if you send maybe an image probably, it's the police who use it. They are the ones who can. They are the skilled technicians who know that okay, these are the number of people we need to send. That data doesn't go to the people, like the other citizens. If it is verified, it shows that okay, this area, this is the incident happening. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm still processing.
Yeah.
Now, in wrapping up, one question. The front end for the various parties, have you considered that? Maybe a dashboard where exactly they would be receiving those information. How are you going to communicate the information to them?
So as of now, the front end for that has not been developed yet. So in the future, we'll be moving to build dashboards for the various governmental organizations for them to get the data.
So as it stands right now, if there is a report, how would it be communicated?
How do you see it? Right now, this is just the user side.
Okay.
This is what the user sees right now. Yeah. About the news, yeah.
There's, so let's say a report was made about flood, like a flood at a specific area, but you don't live there, but you might use that route to somewhere else. So you can just use the app, check the route to see if any area is flooded. So I think the news is also a good initiative.
I was just wondering, how much inspiration did you take from the Waze app? A lot. Okay. Waze app.
Okay, thank you very much, team. So please, a round of applause as they take their seats. Okay, so team 3 starts getting ready, but before that, I would like to introduce Mr. Michael Kologu. He brings over 7 years of experience bridging between academia and industry. Not only is he an assistant lecturer at the University of Ghana Department of Computer Science, where his research dives deep into machine learning, computer vision, and algorithm optimization, but he also actively works in the industry as the IT manager at DP Solutions Ghana, overseeing enterprise network security and IT infrastructure across multiple branches. Please, a round of applause as we have Michael Koluku in our midst. Thank you very much, sir. So please, team 3, can we have you here? Akoma. Team 3 is building a mobile-first platform that connects university students, entrepreneurs, and businesses through real-world project challenges. We have AJ Caleb. AJ Caleb, please a wave so that we can know. Sasu Ansong and Herbert Hayford. They are so AJ Caleb and Herbert Hayford are level 300 computer science students, and Sasu Ansong is a level 300 computer engineering student. All right. So, hello, please. Okay, so who is speaking first?
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start with the project, bringing up my project idea, I would like to ask some few questions. How many of us will hire people because of their higher GPA? It's few. Like, there's something we always say that transcript will open the door, but real world problem like being solved will get you the job done. And for the past years, I've been talking to my seniors, those who have graduated, those who have finished school, and most of them say they've applied for hundreds of jobs, and there's one thing that they normally get in their email is, sorry to say, your experience doesn't meet the criteria. So the next thing I need to ask myself is that, how can students get experience if they are not given the opportunity to solve the real world problem? So I came up with this app called Akuma. Akuma means the heart, that's connection. So that's what we are going to do. We connect students to direct real world problems. So in this case, imagine I'm a CEO of Apple, and I come up and maybe we've been facing this how Apple's the previous ones overheat, and maybe we want to solve that heating problem. Now, I talk to employees there, but students are people with bright ideas. So we come up as a CEO, we'll just make some short video form about the problem. Then we'll like attach some form of money to it. So students will be able to solve it, will get an amount of money to that. So then with the experience with this too is that immediately you solve a problem, now you are being verified more than the way the other apps are. You see, there's something we call word of mouth. Before you get a job done, someone has to recommend you. You get me? So, but in this case, you are being as you go through the app. That's we got to see that students are actually addicted to schooling, and my form of way of solving problem is using the negative way to solve like the actual problem. So like reverse psychology. So rather than forbidding students from schooling, I bring in the schooling, but they get to see real world challenges and solve them. Imagine I'm a back-end developer and I'm applying for a job. I've done projects maybe like, let's take for example, URL shortener. But to me, I think it's a good project. But now there's AI. AI can do that fast. But people, the industry needs actual real world problems. So this app, when the CEO or the leader of the company comes to post the idea with some short, the challenge with some short video, the students accept the challenge. And when they accept the challenge, they form groups. And when I say forming groups, it's like we are trying to network. So in this case, imagine I form group with some group of students. At the end, I get what? Network with them, and maybe in the later world, they will also get me to network with other people based on my expertise. So I see a problem that's like a full stack development project. So I'm a backend developer. He's a UIX developer. The next one to the front end. We connect to each other to solve the problem. That actually makes us like get the skills. One, now we are not going to go through the hardship of, okay, maybe I've seen a job, 5 years of experience. Now I've solved a problem with actual industry. I've gotten experience from there. So now we are going to get our job like entry-level jobs and stuff. Yeah. So that's it. So you will talk about.
All right. So thank you very much for the opportunity. And
At this time, I would like to show the design process. Right. So this is Akuma. We use Figma and then we use Meta AI. So what we use Meta AI to do was to do the heavy lifting while we do the direction. So what we did was that we used the AI to generate assets to be used in our designs. So it's like the AI is generating the blocks, but how we arrange the blocks to build a particular thing, that's our job. So that's the manpower. And then we use the AI to make sure that our illustrations have subtle motions to make the experience more lively other than making it static. So this is our command. Then we have mockups that we generated for the particular project. But before we continue, we didn't want to design with assumptions. We wanted to have this kind of evidence that we'll be using to design against. We didn't want to assume for the user. So we did a little survey with Google Forms. And then we asked the users, and then they were actually interested in this particular kind of idea, posting challenges, attempting, once you get a challenge, and then you get your reward. So these were, I use Figma's extension to capture it from Google and then place it in Figma. And we went to the empathy map. The empathy map helped us to understand the user. What is the user saying? What is he thinking? Or how does the user feel? And what do they do? That is what we use the empathy map to do from the data we gathered from the Google Forms. And then we went to the user persona. So the user persona is a kind of a user, someone that we are using as a use case to design the solution for. So we stated a person's interest, the pain points about the user, the goal of the user, and what they need, the solution that we are proposing to the user. We drafted user stories as well to be able to help us in the design process. Then we moved on to the user flow. The user flow was what helped us to get a general architecture, a general flow to map the user from his starting point to his goal. That's to be able to solve the challenge. So you can see, the splash screen is the user logged in. If the user is logged in already, it goes straight to the home page. If not, we check if the user has an account. Then we log the user in. You can see the user flow. We can see the keys, the decisions, the main screens. The main screens are the ones filled with orange. And the sub-screens are the ones with the stroke, the orange strokes. And then you can see the black. The black is the terminal point. That's the start and then the stop. So we went through this to be able to get to the screens. We didn't jump directly to the screens, but we made sure to map our way to break the problem down into interfaces, user-centered interfaces. So from the user flow, then we move to the screens. From the user flow, we drafted a wireframe as a structure of how we are going to position elements on the design, the pixels, the colors, the buttons, and everything. Already made our components, we moved to the light mode. So the light mode is the light mode. We did light mode and then dark mode. So people will be asking right now, why orange? You can see orange everywhere. So after I studied color theory, I realized that orange gives this vibe of creativity, energy, and optimism. So as far as challenges are concerned, these are what you need. You have to be optimistic. You have to be creative. All right. So we have the splash screens. Okay, so we can do the prototype right now. So as my colleague said, that students are always addicted to scrolling. So we cannot stop them, but we can use the negative way to solve the problem. It's like I watched a video online. The parent wanted to give a medicine to the child, but if the child sees the bottle and his medicine, he knows that this thing is not good for me. I won't drink it. But what the parents did was that they placed the medicine in like a juice box, a calipo box or something, and then they showed it to the child. Once the child sees the box, he knows that this for me. In the child's mind, he thinks that he's taking calipo, but it's medicine. It's a strategy rather than forcing the child out. Yes, and so we use the scrolling. You can see it looks a little bit like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. They are very intentional. so that the user will be able to find his way through this particular platform. They already have knowledge from social media platforms, and so once they see this kind of thing, they are not needed to be shown by hand where they are supposed to go. So in UI UX, it's called Jacob's theorem. When it's not broken, don't fix it. So use the knowledge they already have to do the design. So you can create an account, and then you can see the vectors, the orange, whatever. Our team tried to make it feel more like at home. So this African vibe, you can see the vectors over there. It has this kind of abstract lines, giving this African vibe. Once it's Akuma, it's traditional, it's home. So that is the psychology behind it. Signs up. He's supposed to verify his phone number. So the ALOS and the account has been created successfully. Now they can move forward to explore the challenges. And that is where they see the videos, short videos. So that is where we also use AI to generate these kind of challenges, how they should look like. Because it's a new thing that we are bringing, and we haven't seen some before, so we couldn't get videos, but we use the AI to create the videos, and we actually arrange the components over there. So you can see the top there. So you can see at the top there, you can see the tabs and different fields where you can find challenges. You can find challenges in marketing, you can find challenges in UI, UX design, graphic design, business strategy, and every other field. All right. You can see the notifications. The user has to be getting notifications. A new challenge has arrived. You passed the challenge. Your reward has been released, and so on and so forth. So that's about the notification. And then you can also read comments on the particular challenge, what people are saying. And this one will also be necessary for the businesses who post the challenges to get feedbacks on what people are saying per that particular challenge. And so that's it for the comments. And they can also, whenever they are interested in the challenge, they click the I am interested, and then they view challenge details. So you can see the challenge, the business that posted the challenge, the time they posted the challenge. You can also see the attempts. And then we have this trigger over there telling the user to use AI responsibly. AI is here to stay. We cannot take AI away from us, but there is a way that we can use AI to improve our work. So we are trying to tell the user that he's supposed to use the AI responsibly in his approach to solving the challenge. You can see the challenge description, the challenge brief, the submission requirements, how submission should be done. Submission is very important. And then you can see the evaluation criteria, how we are going to evaluate the user on his solution towards the particular challenge that has been posted. Yes, and then you can see the reward and then the submission deadline. If the user is interested, he clicks the accept challenge. If not, he gives up. And then you can see the vector is like a handshake. We've entered the challenge. I challenge you, you agreed. And so it's a handshake, it's an agreement. So that is why the illustration is there. And you can also, you could see that the vector was a little bit, it was shaking a little bit. He had this subtle motion. That was where we used Meta AI. Other than going to motion design, applications, timelines, no, we made AI do the heavy lifting. And that is where we used the AI. You can see the hand is shaking a little bit. If you can pay attention to it, you can see it's like they are shaking hands actually. And then you can, once you view the challenge, you get to remind yourself about the demands of that particular challenge, the submission requirements and everything. Once your solution is ready, you submit the challenge. And then this is the submission portal. We have the upload asset. You can upload your asset in any form pertaining to the requirements of the challenge, whether it's video, PDF, docs, or whatsoever. But in our team, we actually made it to feel more realistic. Because if we say bring a solution in PDF form, everyone can download code from ChatGPT, put it in MS Word, and then submit it. But for this particular kind of challenge, like they are demanding a video form. So you are going to record yourself explaining the particular solution. If it's IoT, you're also going to demonstrate it, take a video of it, and then you are also going to send it. Other than PDF words and other documents because they can have AI generated content in it. Then you can submit the challenge. So before they submit, they agree on the responsible AI policy from the particular organization. So they actually agree that once I find out that your work is chunked with most of AI, I can reject it. So you agree on that. Then you can also track your submission. There was a challenge, you produce a solution, you want to know what has happened on the other end. Have they accepted it? How did they evaluate me? And how do they see my solution? So you can track the submission. And then based on the submission criteria from the challenge details page, this is where the user is going to be graded from the other side. So you can see it's over 10. These figures are dynamic to the organization. So one organization can feel like, okay, I won't judge you on problem understanding, but I want to judge you on how you use the AI. All these criteria are dynamic and they are flexible to every organization as they are posting their challenges. And then you can see the overall score. The overall score is actually inbuilt. The system is going to do that. So it's going to take the total of it and then strike it. Other than limiting the organization to give like a whole pass mark and then divide the particular pass mark into the criteria. So for this one, a company could have about 12 criteria. Then the system will now take the total and then strike it against what the user had and then produce the overall score. So from there, when the challenge ends, we can view the results of the challenge. And then our user won. So you can see the vectors, the ribbons flying. Again, this is what we use Meta AI to do to make sure that it feels the experience is better. I mean, it would be nice to see ribbons flying around on your screen when you've won a challenge. It's part of user experience. And then you can continue from here. The system congratulates you. You see your prizes, and then you can see your XPs and gems. The XPs and gems were also there to give this gamification feature. So XPs actually counts to show the experience that the after exposing themselves to several challenges, the same as gems too. So those are very, very, very important as well too. When someone sees your XP, you can know how long you have been with this particular system. It's actually practical. So Snap score, you see someone's Snap score and it's 30,000. It doesn't tell you the person signed up yesterday. The person signed up a long time. He has been with the system for a while, like a long while. So the XPs are also there to show that the user has been with this system for a long time. He has been solving problems because every problem comes with its own XP. Then you claim the rewards. Then we have the profile page for the user, the number of challenges, the gems, the XPs, and the user can also view the challenges he has won and then the badges that he has earned. We introduce badges so that even though you don't get a reward, but you feel appreciated on your effort towards the particular solution. So user can view the challenges he has won, and that's it. He can also visit the problem again. Maybe he wants to see what the problem demanded. He wants to show it to someone to attempt it. At this time, the problem has been closed, so the congratulations message, the user won. Now you can view the leaderboard. You can view the leaderboard as well too. All users have XPs, and XPs will be changing from time to time. People's XPs will be increasing. Some too will be static. So we have to be ranking the users from time to time as well too. Okay, so that's it about the user side. So I'll leave it for my brother to continue with the admin side as well too.
All right. Sorry. So with the admin side, we have two interfaces. One for the super admin, that's the administrator, the overall boss, and then, or let me say the developer, and then the sub admin. The sub admin is going to be the companies or the businesses that sign up. So yeah, so what he's showing right now is so this interface is for the super admin. So the super admin is the one to supersede everything or oversee everything that happens on the platform. So over here, you see total users. Yeah, so over here you see total users. So the total users, total users simplifies, or simply it implies that the number of users on the platform who are using. So that one includes everyone. So the students, the businesses, companies, or universities. So all those who have signed up. And then we have the challenges. So the challenges are the number of challenges on the platform. And then we have what's the escrow volume. So the escrow volume is basically what's it called? The money that is. So we are going to be the third party. We are going to keep the money that the company or whoever posted the challenge attached to it. We are going to keep it. Then the winner, we give it to the winner. So we are going to. So that's the amount there. And then we have the revenue. The revenue is what is the app is generating for the overall boss or the developer. Yeah. Okay, so the user growth, that's the increasing number of people as time goes on. You go to the users. So the users, so the administrator gets to see so this is all. So it's in alphabetical order. Oh, it's not alphabetical. But yeah, and we go back. So over here, the administrator gets to see the students, and also by the number of students who have signed up, the businesses, entrepreneurs, universities, and companies. The challenges. Yeah, so when it comes to the challenges, the administrator gets to see the challenges that have been uploaded onto the platform. Yeah, move on to the next one. And then with the payment section, so that's what I explained earlier. So when you go to the dashboard, that's what is there. So the same thing. Okay, so so over here, you see, what's it called? Some people they can just upload anything, but since it is what's the name? It's for work purposes and also challenges. This one is going to check the challenge that whoever posted it to see if it complies with the app's policy before we allow it to be live. Yes, over here we get to either resolve. So if maybe there's an issue with your challenge, we are going to moderate it here. So you can see 4 challenges, 2 users, and 1 dispute. So the dispute is what's telling us that it doesn't comply with the app's policies. And then, okay.
So this is why we brought Akoma in place. And I'll ask this question, the business model. When we talk of the business model, we are not going to charge students for an amount of money. If we are going to charge students for an amount of money, then why do we build this? So we don't charge students for solving the problem. You can solve the problem, get your money, but we get like 5% of what you earned. And for business to upload their this one challenges, they have to also pay. And also, there's something I actually think of. Our lecturers would like to see us building projects. They want to keep track of what we've learned in class, the theories we've learned, and how to apply them. So lecturers will have to also keep track of that. Why is it needed? Sometimes the organizations or maybe past students would like to see what students are actually doing. So they pay to keep track of what students are doing, and this help like learning process and everything. So this actually we want to upgrade to premium as a student, as an entrepreneur, as this one company or university. This is what you do. I think that's all.
Okay. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Round of applause for Team 3. Please, any questions or contributions at all?
Okay, so I have pretty much like 3 questions. The first question is, why did you select the word Akuma for this particular project?
As I said, Akuma is the acronym for the heart. And we all believe this. Heart is what? Connection. So in this case, we are trying to connect students, visionary students who are hungry for like solving real world problems to entrepreneurs or government organization who needs like brilliant ideas. That's why I like to got that idea.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So, and the second question is about UX, the first page, the homepage. Can you go to the homepage? Not the splash screen. I mean the homepage, the one with the videos. You guys here. That's your homepage, right? Great. Now you have your homepage with a video beneath it with different colors, and yet your writing is in white. What happens when you have a video which, it kind of distorts the writing because of the video beneath it? If maybe you can have a layer beneath it so that it stands out, because the writings are very much significant as much as the videos. You don't want the image or the video colors interrupting the colors of the writing. Yeah, so that is also very important. And finally, with can you move to, I think, your challenges? Now, with your challenge area, where the user will have to upload the stuffs, do yes, on all that. It's all under challenge, right?
Yes.
Great. Do you have specific challenge that you targeting, or any kind of challenge can be just thrown in there for any kind of solution or something like that?
Right. So, not any kind of challenge can be thrown in there. The challenges are coming from the businesses. They have been exposed to the real world. They have learned the domain very well, and so they are the ones who come up with the problems. But we framed it in the form of a challenge so that for the students, such as a mix model over there, yes, for the user. And then also the challenges can be categorized into every aspect from the page. You can see we have the UI, we have business.
Of uploading is primarily for more.
Who is bringing a challenge, what he wants to see, what he wants from the user. So, matching criteria and everything is in the hands of the business. The business knows what he wants to get from the user. Yes, please. Thank you.
Any more questions to Peter?
All right, thank you. Good work done. Just that it looks too complex and too many processes, like too many things happening at the same time. So you may want to review it and then see what exactly you want those who are coming in to solve the challenges, what do you want them to really do and achieve? And then the businesses, what they're also coming in to achieve. Okay, so the end goal is very clear. So if I am a business and I put a challenge, what's the end goal? What will be my end goal?
It's the end goal based on, for the students, you get experience. And with a business, one thing I will say is that, why did we have this hackathon this year? We had this hackathon in order to get new ideas from students. We believe that students are the one who have new ideas. So imagine there's something related to chip. Then maybe you need an idea. Maybe a student who has actually learned into details to actually produce that. So that becomes something that rather than going through a lot of process, you get new idea and the process to which you have to follow towards do that.
So the end goal to the business is an idea.
And also sometimes solutions to the problem. So
Okay, so like I'm saying, it should just be a very clear system where the user comes, he knows he put in this, processes take place, he gets this output. Okay, a business owner or whoever comes in, he knows I put in this, processes are going to take place, I'm going to get this output. Okay, it should be very clear, it should be very complex, because when the complexity is very high, interest will not be there. You know, so then, because you walk us through so many things, so it's many things boxed into one. You might want to look at splitting to see the very, very important things that the system seeks to do, and then just pitch that. But as it stands now, excellent work done, but too complex with the processes involved. Many things happening at the same time. You know, when you go to front end, videos are happening, tests are there. So where do you want me to focus? Focus on the video or the test? You understand? So you want to get somebody's attention on your home screen. Okay, what is the premium there? Is it the video that is the premium or the test? If it's the video, then let the video project, put all other, maybe just one important that will take them to the next set of screen where the real deal begins. Do you understand? Where the real deal begins. But that's why the earlier speaker was saying that, you know, overlapping these things may cause some issues on the kind of video you put out there. If it's a video that is telling us a story at the home screen, let the video run. Just one test, that's okay. Move next for something, the real deal. Then at the next, that's where perhaps, but at the same place, he can choose research, he has to scroll, he has to come here, you know. There are a lot of things. And if somebody even doesn't know that, you can scroll to see more of the areas of the challenge. What happens next? So look at that carefully. Then my other comment, yes, though you did well by disclosing AI usage, okay? You disclose metadata, this only that. What is your overall contribution, your man hours, and what your team really did in this? Okay, so yeah, your man hours first.
So for the man hours, we were actually working in Figma, and because we were working, we were iterating from time to time. Figma keeps track of how we work. So this is like a lot. So we started on the 11th. So this is where we start. Figma keeps track of how we enter the file we work. So this is the day we started, and then the work today. So that would be yesterday. So that would be around 6 days, 5 days, 5 to 6 days. That's for the design.
And please, with before we had the flyer. The flyer was shared to us on 27th of June, and when I got the flyer, I started with getting the idea down, and also designing the logo and the name with Canva. Then later on, informing my friends, and we formed the team and started the UI, the dates showed.
Okay. So percentage.
So human percentage, 95%. And 8%. AI did was to just animate the illustrations. That is all. Just to add animation to the illustration from the handshake and the trophy lifting. So AI is just 5%, and human manpower is 95%.
Okay, so before taking on this specific project, right, did you research to see whether there are similar things that already exist? No. Have you heard of Kaggle? Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer. You've heard of all this. So did you try to take inspiration from these apps?
For us, we know of those apps, but we actually skim through all the apps and get to see what they are actually lacking per se.
Okay.
So let's take for example a student. As I said, the word of mouth. For freelance, you need to get someone to recommend you to make it easy for you to what, get job to like do. And also you need to pay an amount of money to get your your profile or your portfolio like pop up to people to actually see outside and stuff. So with this one, we are not being maybe with this one we are not being verified by someone. Someone, but the app actually will connect you directly to the industry rather than going to pay. There are a lot of students here who would like to use freelance, but the money they need to pay becomes a problem. So we are just removing that, making it free for students. They engage with real world problems to solve.
Okay. Okay, go on.
So Upwork, Fiverr, Behance, they've gone far. They are far. Let me say it that way, because when you get there, you are going to see Nigerians, Asians, and people all around the world. But we also wanted to bring this, localize it a bit to our own setting, so that even though we are not only thinking about the business, we are also thinking about the students in our setting. Yes, the business can actually post something up and someone in China will solve it. But we are also thinking about Ghana. What is Ghana getting? So we wanted to find a way to also push our students to go out there, think outside the box, and also apply what they've learned in school. And also, as they do that, they also research and they also gain knowledge as well too. So even though we took inspiration from there, but this application was meant to localize it a little bit to the Ghanaian setting. Yes.
Okay, round of applause for team 3.
One last thing. Before they go, I would like to find out, the video you used, did you generate it or you took it from some site online?
Yeah, so for the video, we generated a video. The video we generated because this is something that we are new to. This is a new idea that is coming out, and we haven't seen anything, any challenge.
I'm asking if you generated the video.
Yes, we generated with AI.
I think I saw 2 separate videos.
Yes, please.
They were all white skin.
But yes, we use
That
AI.
is unacceptable to me. You said you were trying to localize it.
So
If you're trying to localize it, why white skin? Mine is brown. It's all chocolate. I don't want milk.
So please, with the video, we get to see that the time to finish everything. If I'm to do that, I have to actually do video editing. And
no, you're not getting it. You could have generated and tell AI that you want a black skin.
The credits.
Use African Americans. It's
Yeah.
what I've been saying.
Because you are contextualizing to Ghana, right?
Okay.
Anyway, it's just something you have to think of. If you are localizing, then go local. You don't go foreign and then as if you are going foreign, you are going local. So, but this one is not for you to even worry your head on. Just to think about it and do the next.
Thank you very much.
Use your own skin next time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, round of applause for Thank you very much for your presentation. So before we move to team 4, I can see that the room is getting a bit dull. So we are going to do a little something. Please, let's all be on our feet. Let's all be on our feet. Please follow me. If you are happy and you know it, clap your hands. Please, we are more than 20 in this room. I'm not hearing the clapping. If you are happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you are happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you are happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you are happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Hey. Please, if you're happy, are you not happy? Are you sad to be here? No. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Okay, thank you very much. Please, there's a dispenser at the back in case you need more water. So now let's invite Team 4. Team 4 Echo Champs to come to make their presentation. So Team 4 is creating Bola Share, which is a mobile platform that creates a direct financial incentive for household plastic recycling in flood-prone urban communities. We have Botre Michael on the team, which is a level 200 computer science student. Emanuela Tega, a level 100 IT student, and Bo Elik Blim, yes, a level 400 IT student. Please, round of applause for them as they make their presentation.
Okay, so as they set up, I would like to ask how many of us received a bottle of water? Everyone, okay. So this is UJL, right? How many of us know that for Belacqua, their bottles are produced out of recycled plastic? Belacqua, none of us, okay. So that's something for us to take home with. So, okay, so Bola Share is an app, is a mobile app that, first of all, what it does is it connects 3 different stakeholders. We have the households, we have a collector, and then we have a recycling company. So basically what happens is that as a household, probably you would finish maybe at the end of a week or 2, you have bottles, you have sachet water, you have rubbers, you have polythene, all those things. Okay, so since the projection is up, I would like to take it from here. So Bola Share, basically turning waste to money. So as we can see with the problem statement, it says that every raining season, plastic clogged gutters flood our streets and households have no direct incentive. So if we would all take notice of the recent cleanup exercise, if it's not sand that was fetched out of the gutter, it's plastic. And it doesn't just end with the rainy seasons and with the choked gutters. It goes a long way to affect climate action in the sub-Saharan African region and then in Africa as a whole. Please, next slide. So basically what the app helps you to do is you earn points and then you get to redeem those points. So as a household, when you're able to sort your plastic, you schedule a collector to come and pick it up. And these collectors will be salaried under a recycling company. So when they come to pick it, you earn points, but you don't earn money instantly. Your points accumulate. And we use the concept of points because we know, how many of us are familiar with MTN loyalty points? You can use it to buy data, you can use it to buy airtime. So we are basically drawing that scenario into this. So, okay, so before I get here, so you get verified and then you can you redeem those points into your wallet, right? So in the line of designing, okay, we didn't just design because, okay, we want to get a prototype up and working, but then we actually looked at certain important principles. First of all, concerning usability in HCI, we looked at the visibility of the system status. So the user isn't lost in the middle of the app. Hey, where is the collector? Is he gone? Is he here? Where has he reached? Right? And error prevention. So with error prevention, we are looking at probably before you submit anything, maybe before you submit your details, we would want to verify, okay, verify if this is your phone number, verify if your name is correct, basically. And then for consistency and standards, we are looking at the design system across all the 3 platforms is consistent, right? And for the FITS law, so because it's a mobile app, we are looking at the 48 pixel. Yeah, so the terms reach primary action. So like when you are maybe clicking a button, so yeah, that's what it has to do with that. Then with persuasive system design, so one important thing that we actually looked at is the fog behavior model. So we all know that before any behavior can happen, there has to be motivation, there has to be ability, and also there has to be a trigger. And one thing we realized with already existing recycling companies who have their websites, what they do is they drive motivation, okay, but then they fail to push for ability and then the trigger. So I'll explain that shortly. So basically, motivation has to do with you pushing the person to do what you want the person to do. So the person has to be motivated. And one way that happens is, first of all, they are able to know that, okay, the environment, I have to take care of my environment, right? If I don't take care of my environment, the gutters get choked. When it rains, there'll be floods, and it affects everybody, right? So in that, it's kind of like a drive. And also another drive for them is the fact that they can redeem their points and earn some money. Then moving on to the ability. So when we go through the prototype, we'll actually get to see all these things as well. So the ability, they can easily pick up, they can schedule a pickup request and all of that. And for the trigger, it's like something that tells you, okay, do it now, like the do it now kind of thing. So you get to see that there's a status tracker, there's something that tells you, okay, book your collector to come in, pick your waste. Okay, please go back. Okay, so why this matters beyond just the app? I think there's one slide here. Yes, climate action made local. So we went beyond just the local, okay? We went into the SDGs to see how these things affect us in the long run. So SDG 11 talks about sustainable cities and communities. And in that, where our app comes in is reducing drain blockages that directly target urban floods. And for the climate action, it will interest you to know that recycled PET, that's the polythene, it requires less energy to make than doing a virgin plastic, that's like a brand new plastic. So for Belacqua to use recycled plastic, let me put it this way, like they emit less CO2, which will pollute the environment, as compared to this company producing a whole new plastic bottle. Yeah, so that's just for the SDGs. Then building on proven models and not starting from zero. So we actually went in to identify that there are several recycling companies already existing in the country. But then what have they missed out on, and what have we improved? So, so for these existing apps, they have redemption points, but then we are now using those points to be redeemed into Momo, something which will really drive people to sort their plastic. Then, okay, I think because of time, as we go into the prototype, we'll get to understand it better. So Michael would continue.
So our system starts from the household persona, which is, it starts from the splash screen. So all right, so this is basically the splash screen of our system, which is the Bola share. So when you log into the system for the first time, it asks you either you want to sign in as a household or maybe a collector. Let's say you want to be part of the company, or you want to, be giving out trash to the company. So you head on to create account if you are a new user or a household. So you fill in with your details. Then you verify your number. So the system basically asks you to confirm either this is your actual number that you provided, if there's no mistake, then the system went ahead to, send you an OTP, then yeah, it verifies you. So this is the home page. Then this, animation. And we generated this particular illustrator from Claude AI. Then I used the new Figma Make, the animation to, help me with the animation, yes. So if a new user then request for a pickup, let's say you have trash or boiler around your household, then request for a pickup for a collector to come around to take them so that you get sorted. So the system asks you to, give an evidence of the trash that you claim you have. So you provide the system with evidence that yes, this is the image of your trash or waste. Then you schedule a time that you want the collector to come around to take the trash. Then you go on to find a collector. Yeah. So you can choose a collector that you want. Let's say you want Kwame, Ama, or yeah. So you have a live tracker here that shows that yes, the tracker is on its way. Yeah. So and once the trash has been collected, then the system prompts you that yes, the trash has been collected. So from here you can return to home page. Yes. So you move on to the collector's screen. That's how the collectors will also navigate their way. So this is the collector's page. So if you want to sign in as a collector, then help the recycling company because you will get paid. So you go on to provide your details or create an account. Then you provide your details, then select the network that you're using. But make sure that you use a Momo number. Yeah. So here it asks you for the truck that you're using, the vehicle that you're using, motorbike, tricycle, or truck. Then you provide the system with the vehicle number. Then it also asks you to provide your driving license. So the system prompts you that to review the application you are submitting, maybe if not sensitive or anything like that. So the system then directs you to the home page once the verification is completed. So this is basically the home screen of the collector. So you can see the requests from the various households. So you can go on to accept a request. So you can see the live tracker here that this particular household is, at this location or household. So once you get to the location, then you confirm from the system that yes, you have arrived. Then you put in when the collector is going to take the trash, the collector goes with a scale. So when the collector weighs the item, then the collector inputs the weighed figures into the system. So the system, calculates the amount of money to be given based on the weight. So let's say 9 kg is equal to 10 cedis or 1 cedi. Yeah. So once the driver picks up your trash, then you see this animated screen. So we move on to the company's page. So if you want to sign to the system as a recycling company, then you provide your details. So here we assume that you already have an account. So you go on to sign in. Then we provide our email, then password. All right, so this is the dashboard of the company. So it can see the various activities going on various in various households. So, the company can also track the activity of the collector and also the households. So the company can also approve or reject a collector's, submission that maybe he wants to be part of the company or want to work for the company. So you can see the various zones and how they are doing. You can see that, you can track the various zones. Like zone 1, they have, provided 310 kg so far. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so just to hit on this again, so there are 3 stakeholders involved in this. As we said earlier, the collector, the household, and then the recycling company. So what Bola shared does is that it's providing the recycling company with an interface to easily, first of all, monitor the collector and also get households to get their trash or plastic, whatever it is, ready for it to be collected in a very orderly manner. Yes, so we present to you Bola Share by Eco Champs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, T4. Please, do we have any questions or contributions?
Okay, thank you. So, Bola Share, right? You're looking at recycling, right? So not necessarily all the bolas, not necessarily all the household waste. So not necessarily bola the bola we know. You're looking at just recycling stuffs, right? Great. Now, did you conduct any feasibility tests to come to this idea? Like, did you undergo any kind of, research or something that made you purport that there is the necessity for us to have an app to collect this kind of waste?
Yes, so with the research we did, we went in to actually look at existing sites of recycling companies, and we realized that it was like when you go on the website, they kind of ask you to, it's stated there that, maybe the car would come and pick the recycled waste at this time. So you don't have the flexibility of maybe getting to choose if this is the time you're around, this is when they should come and pick the waste. Yeah, so that is part of the reasons why we came up with this.
Okay, so that leads to the second question, because I was wondering why a user will have to select a driver who's come to pick waste, and why do I need to take a picture of the waste that you are going to benefit from? Why do I need to prove to you that I have waste? If I don't have waste, why am I contacting you? Oh, these are some of the questions that I was asked. And the final one was, why will me, a collector, more or less like a baller man, be moving around? I'm picking literally trash. You understand? As much as they can be clean, they can be unclean. Now, I'm picking trash with a glove or something, and at the same time, I'm paying attention to my phone as to who is ordering and who wants to see me. How do you plan connecting all that?
Okay, so please, with the first question you asked, so the reason why we actually thought of putting a picture and choosing the rider is because maybe you might have a heap of bottles as this. So maybe a motorbike will not be able to handle it. So maybe a tricycle or a truck. Yeah, so maybe when you put the picture there, the person gets to see that, this, I can't handle it. I'm just using a tricycle, so a truck will do. But with the second question, as in, because the person is handling the trash, how would he be looking on his phone? We honestly didn't think about it, but once you've said it, we'll look into it and work on it.
Thank you very much. Please, any contributions or questions? Okay.
Okay, so personally, I think the idea is good, but then I have a question about the option of connecting the riders to a company. Most of our trash industry is informal. The tricycle riders and all those people don't belong to companies. So if you ask that they have to get approvals from companies, I think there will be some friction over there and might draw people away. And then also most people don't like working with companies because they feel they'll be cheated when they have to onboard into companies and all of that. So yeah, I think if possible, we could, do it, independently so that the riders themselves handle all of the operations and then detach it from the company aspect. And if you're going for the company aspect, then maybe they can have a separate system for themselves or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for that submission. We actually thought of that, but then this is the scenario. So where I stay in Adam, the tricycles and the trucks that come to collect the rubbish, when they come, you pay them, you the household, you pay them. And there was a time where I was following my mom somewhere and she told me that this is where they dump all the trash. And at the end, it's just there. And it goes back to the whole cycle of health issues, climate issues, and all of that. So once there's a governing body that will be responsible for them, and remember, they are going to be salaried because when these things are recycled, some are even used for art exhibitions, and those things actually go a long way. So, I don't know how many of us were around during Christmas last year, but there was a Christmas tree not far from, I think, Vikings, but it was made of plastic bottles, and then the decorations was like, it was beautiful. So sometimes there has to be regulation around certain things, like there has to be a governing authority to make sure that, okay, when you pick it up, you are actually sending it to the recycling site, and then it will be recycled for the good of our society.
So you said, why wouldn't the collectors work on their own? So first of all, we thought about that. They can't be on their own because then it would be like they are buying the plastic from the households. But this, they are working with the companies. So they are being paid by the companies. They just go there to collect the PET. Yeah.
Okay, then, why the idea of weighing machine? Why not find a different pricing model rather than the weighing machine? I mean, for a rider to be going around carrying a scale, why not find a different pricing model?
Okay, so the idea of the weighing scale is, let's say you, as a household, maybe you have a box of plastic waste. So when we weigh it, we know that, oh, okay, maybe this weighs like 5 kg. So the company will have a policy that you're able to give us 5 kg. But a disclaimer is not to promote you making more waste, okay? But you're able to give us something of 5 kg. So for 5 kg, maybe you get like 20 or 25 points. And you know, these points, you can redeem them in the long run. Yeah, so that's why we wait. But we'd also consider other measures.
Okay, thank you. So the common question will come to you as well. Man hours to this, and then ratio, you and AI.
Okay, so we've been working on this for 2 weeks. Yes, and we actually used AI to get the screens, but then we had to do our own touches on it and add the animations, and we actually did the whole prototyping ourselves. Yes, and for us to give it a ratio, I would say AI to our work, I'll give it, Okay, let me say this as well. We also used AI to refine some of the ideas we had, what would be better, and then what we would have to lay aside. So I'll give it like probably a 50. I think a 50-50. Yeah.
Are you sure AI didn't do more than you are telling us?
No, it didn't do more than I'm saying. Basically, the screens,
But I can see a lot of AI support in there. Like you said, the screens. Once you see, you can see this is AI, not real human. Because we know how the human designs looks like.
Mm.
And then when AI also does them, we're able to tell as well. So still 50-50?
Okay, maybe a 60-40.
Okay. Where does your process end? So you get to the household.
It's true.
From there, what do you end?
So at the household, when the collector comes to take the trash, then the household gets this. The household gets this thing, like there's a bean saying, I think it's congratulations or well done. Yeah, we've picked your trash. It's like you're one step to a cleaner Ghana, something like that.
Okay, so
that's
then
the end.
from there, what next?
So from there you can go back and maybe reschedule, or you can view we have a leaderboard. Yeah, so there's a hooray, well done, one less plastic here.
Okay, so now it's picked. Where is it going to?
So I think from here it goes back. You can go back to the home screen.
So it means that when the tricycle man or whoever has picked it, that's the end.
Yes, please.
I mean, with the app, you don't go anywhere again.
Yeah, so like you can go to the home and then maybe if you want another request or you want to view your leaderboard.
I was thinking it's a pipeline, so you're going to follow the entire process flow. So right from there, we can see perhaps the delivery or the pickup, sending it perhaps to a recycle plant or somewhere. And then we're able to track the entire pipeline.
Yes, please, we would.
Or you don't think
refine
that
it.
would have been more helpful?
Yes, please.
Because your advanced story tells us that they end it somewhere, which is just as if they have not even picked it up. Just that that place is not developed yet. That is why it's being used for the dumping, right? But if community starts growing up in that area where the dumping sites have been, it means the dumping sites will have to move. The case in point, boom, or even just say, those were the okay, but is there? I mean, the near when I go to Pantan, that huge dumping site. And these days, when you pass the community, those who stay there will tell you it's not a child's play. They keep burning and it doesn't get off. Government attempts to collect and they are unable to complete. So we should know where we are. If it's recycling to the pipeline, end of the pipeline, we'll be able to see. And then from there, we can be assured that we are really getting to a cleaner Ghana, as you suggested.
Yes.
How much do you pay the truck or the tricycle or whatever? What percentage goes to them? What's the model?
Okay, so when we thought about it, initially we were thinking of doing it per the trash they are able to collect, but then it won't be fair. So what we thought about, we've not done much research into that though, but we were like, maybe if they are able to get like 1,000 or 1,500, then probably there could be a policy.
End of the month, or every trash they pick.
So okay, here's what. First, we thought of an allowance, a weekly allowance for them, like maybe up to 200 cedis, like as an allowance. Then at the end of the month, they can get like 1,000 or 1,500. Then as the company grows, maybe there'll be a policy in that regard. Then it would also be increasing. Yes, please.
Well, okay. I was thinking because you are going with the scale, when they weigh it, Then you strike the percentage deals from there. And then you know that, okay, 2 tests is going to them because they are burning their fuel, they are taking all the way to a recycle plant somewhere, and maybe 1/3 is retaining it up for maintenance and other stuff. It's just by the way. So, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Team 4, for your present. Please, a round of applause for them as they take their seats. Now, for the last group, Team 5. Now, for the last group, Team 5, please, if you are here. Is Team 5 here? Okay, please come up. So, Team 5 is presenting on a project that focuses on designing a safe, engaging, and child-friendly communication experience for young children who struggle to express difficult emotions through words. We have Christabel Edumadzi, who is a level 400 IT student, Dixon Pepra, who is also a level 400 IT student, and Derek Boating, a level 400 IT student. So please take it away.
Hi. So, imagine a child that is hurting and cannot speak up. So annually, about thousands of African kids goes through a lot of trauma that they can't report to anybody. Not because they don't want to, but then the ways to report is not available to them. Some of them don't have the words to actually use to communicate or articulate whatever they are going through to the right audience. Some, because of the fear that they might not be heard, they intend not to report at all. Some also, I don't know, for some reasons, they feel like they'll be punished, so they'll decide not to also report at all. So we came in to bridge this gap, right? We built a platform called My Cuckoo. It's an environment that guides kids, like a friend to kids, that help them report through stories, creating pictures, drawing, and then communicating their emotions through the app. So we have this friend called Cuckoo. It's like a puppy with a bandana that the kids are going to interact with and engage them. So this Cuckoo pick their emotional cues and then send them as a report to the responsible adults on the platform. So we have parents, teachers, and then counselors that are on this platform that the kids can speak to through the Cuckoo. So I think that is everything that the PowerPoint is trying to summarize. So we will just move straight to the Figma designs, then you see how the screens and the flow works.
All right, so I'll first start by what he said. We introduced Cuckoo for kids. So our case study or our age group is for kids between the ages of 4 to 12 years old. So first of all, we have Cuckoo. We got Cuckoo through the name. We wanted to get an account name, our local names, that is Kweku. But initially we thought, okay, Kweku is for a human, so why don't we polish it a bit to make it suit an animal, which is a puppy we mostly have in our homes. So we decided. I have a similar one. Yes. Yes, so sometimes big feelings are difficult to explain. Our heart feels full of emotion. But one main thing is that we realized that Google Play Store and Apple Store have regulations for kids, age restrictions for app installation. So most likely parents or teachers or their their guidance, they are going to be the one to install the application for the kids on their mobile phones or their tablet. So we will first have the parent to sign up. So when the parent opens the screen, he gets to see the app introducing what it does. So the child will get the chance to interact with Cuckoo. So fast forward next. Yes, so before the journey begins, Cuckoo would request for the sign in, but then it will ask if it's a child or a parent or a teacher, just to be on the safer side. So our case study started with the parent signing in, since that is most likely going to be the case from, yeah. Create an account. Yeah, so it would ask for the full name, the phone number, email address, and then the verification stuff from the phone number or email. Then you verify, you select the avatars, and then fill in the profile for the child, the parent, that is the name, age, then the date of birth, preferred language, and then profile picture, continue. Yes, so here is where the big deal is. Mostly what our app is going to do is that Cuckoo is in a way going to manipulate the child to be able to speak up if something went wrong in their daily life. So it means that when Cuckoo successfully manipulates the child to speak, now how do the parents get to know? We didn't create a different app for parents or guidance, so we decided that then we are going to have an AI feature in the app that is going to summarize or give a report of what went on if the AI sense that today the child, let me say, for example, Amma had a very tough day at school and then she's in a very bad mood. So our AI will do a report and then submit it to here. That is where the parents will fill in the information of whom to receive the report of the child. So go to continue. Yes, then we enter Cuckoo's world. So most likely here is where the child, this is what the child is going to see. So after the parent has signed up everything and then has handed the phone to the child is going to see this. No, come back. No. Here. This one. Here. Yes, so first and foremost, we are going to ask the child, how does your heart feel today? So they are going to choose between these emojis, whether they can select multiple actually. So we have selected sad and confused, then we go to continue. Then Cuckoo would go ahead and say, you are feeling sad today. Sad is a big feeling, and it's going to speak a lot in a reading. But we are going to have a point where the app can actually talk, read out. So there's going to be a function in the settings that would allow, maybe some of the kids are not really ready, words inclined yet, so the app will read it for them, and then they get to select, can you show me what happened today? A series of things that most likely happened to the child during the day, and then after the child select any, go to continue, then Cuckoo would now, here is where the manipulation comes in. So Cuckoo will now try and ask the child to either talk it out, or sometimes they just want to vent it out. So we select to talk, use your voice, then there'll be a button for the child to actually start saying whatever happened during the day. Then all done, then Cuckoo would, just all in a manipulative way.
I think that what you are looking for is encourage. If you use manipulate, any child rights person here will be triggered. So be careful.
Okay. Encourage. All right. Thank you. So it's going to encourage the child to, keep on trusting
him, then we're going to stay with Huku. So here is like a meditation kind of thing that is going to, maybe sometimes after speaking out your what is on your heart, then you tend to have like you need to a chance to breathe in or something like that. Then we give you the chance to do that. And after that, then we are going to ask the child that which of these two, either the mom or the teacher. Sometimes the problem can be that the child faced maybe some kind of scolding, harsh scolding from the parent. So the child wouldn't want to select the mom to receive this kind of, so we give the chance to add the teacher to rate. So the child can select Miss Amma, which is the teacher at school, to receive any, to hear what he or she had to report.
What about if there's codings from these two people?
Please come here.
If there's codings from these two people.
If there's, okay, so here's like, I'll tell someone to trust. So if the scolding is from the two of them, we still have to let the parent know, because they are their child, and then they have to know that the child suffered between.
Still, the child is selected. Or who is selected?
Yes, the child is selected.
And he has two options. Either mom or teacher.
Yes.
So, and both of them are the ones he has troubles with.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be a team here if does not want to, but then still we would want the parent to be aware that this is what the child is feeling, because they are as a result that the child is feeling this way. Sometimes we need to also prompt the parents that their guidance or their scolding really hurts the child and stuff like that. To the last screen. You come back here. So there is the story part of it, just to be interactive on the app. The child can select like how the day was and move to the, just to build a certain structure. So we collect all this information for the child, and then we later use an AI tool to summarize or sum up the whole day of the child to the parent, the person who actually signed up on the app, because they need to know what went on in the day, or if the child is in some manner of distress or something like that. Yeah. Finish my story, yeah. So, basically, yes, that's what we presented today.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Please, do we have any questions of? Okay, I'm coming in. All right.
What I wanted to ask is the child the one going to sign in or the parent? Okay, what if I'm the one molesting my own child? Like, in that case, you get me. I can sign in for the child based on maybe if like the child is going through trauma, and maybe later on I'll be the one to maybe cane the child because of something. Then, like, yeah, you get me. So I wanted to ask like how like this app. I get to see they are reporting. Okay. Okay, so please, if we are actually targeting children, there are certain homes that do not have the money to afford mobile phone, but they're actually going through trauma. How then do we address such situation?
online and on devices. So unfortunately, it will only be access to those who have the platforms to their disposal. So we wouldn't be able to, help out maybe the poor ones and stuff like that. Because any app that comes, if a poor person can't afford or they don't have the devices, they can't open it. So we can't do anything.
Okay, I get you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what age bracket are we looking at here?
4 to 12.
And with all this complexity, a child of 4 years, you believe will be able to comprehend and want to be able to do all this? Like, for instance, how you feeling? A child of 4 years is going to comprehend and know I have to take this particular one or I have to take that particular one. Have you taken into consideration? Because the reason why most instances these age brackets comes with guidance is because it is believed that these individuals do not have the cognitive capacity to be able to take certain decisions and make certain kind of actions. Now, you expect a 4-year-old boy or a 4-year-old girl who is looking forward to just playing, come to an application. What makes you think he's not just going to type anything that he wants to type and just move on as to how he wants to move it?
So most likely, there's going to be like a talk, because we also assume that some of these kids might not be able to read. So I don't know if you know this lady on social media. I think she mostly like, hello, how are you? That kind of, interactive way to like get them to. So there's going to be an animation that would determine like probably maybe I'm not well, but they can actually determine especially the emoji part of it. They would probably be able to understand that side of it, and then because at the settings there's actually a talk that would enable the app to just be the one to talk. They shouldn't go through the hassle of reading.
And then also, I think that by making the system a bit playful, we can get the engagement of children a lot. And then also, I don't think a child, there may be that instance though, but then it will be of a low probability that a child just goes to a platform and then instead of, when the child is happy, choose sad, just like that. It may not be a frequent thing that would happen. Basically, when they are happy, when a child is happy, they tend to, they are attracted to what, positive, stuff that in the app they wouldn't be happy and then go choose that they are sad in most cases. But then if they are sad, like it will be very easy for children. Children easily vent out their emotions very easily, and that we can, by making the system a bit playful, we can be able to get their real emotions. In the system, and then maybe in later in iterations we can add some detection models to know how they are feeling at the moment, using some of these facial recognition stuff and some AI tools to be able to get their expressions, in real time, whether we can get the actual feeling they have at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Please.
Do you know children very well? 1 minute they are sad, 1 minute they are happy. So the complexity around children and their emotions. If you have a child, okay, he will tell you, I don't like you. The next moment, sitting on your thighs, eating yogurt with you. Okay, and you can ask, but you just say you don't like me. So no, I didn't say that. I like you. Why? Because there's yogurt on your lap now that you can just take some. So I was just thinking, to what end are we moving to if the child comes and tap, I'm sad? oddness. Then the next moment he goes to the next screen, he sees a game. He becomes playful. He's excited to play the game. So the earlier sadness that he tapped, to what end is that? Because in the next moment, if after the game, there was another screen to say, are you really sad? And this child can read. He will say no. After playing that environment for like 5 minutes and enjoyed it. So how will you measure the first initial screen who said, yes, I'm sad? Then he plays the game. Then the next 5 minutes says, I'm happy. What do you do?
So actually in the beginning, our main idea is that the kids that mostly go through like severe bullying and like that kind of torture, because that kind of feeling, in as much as something distracts them, if they still have it in them that sometimes they want to talk about, they want to let it out, or they want somebody to be aware. So I get what you just said. Yes, it's true that they can have change of emotions, and that particularly might mostly be in the case of minor stuff, that mood swings, in a way, I think, yes.
Then I think you have to look at the age group, because 4 years to even 10 thereabout, there's no way they don't harbor anything. Even if somebody is, unless like you said, it's an intentional torture. Do you understand? If it's somebody is really deliberately torturing them, but whose phone are they going to use to report these things? The same person who is perhaps either torturing them or something, either at home or at school. Because these are the two major places that they may find themselves, and either the teacher is doing the torturing, or at home, mom, dad, or a servant with them. So then, children live in homes with their parents and maybe house helps who tortures them so much to the extent that they even tell them, you can't tell your parents. And they can't even tell their parents. And can't you And indeed, they don't. So how do you think that they will tell the app? It calls for a lot of orientation. So you may want to just set the age category carefully. If we want to really, those upper primary kids, who, of course, they can go all out. But the 4 years, that's kinder. 4 years is kinder. 4 years, class what? Oh, for now, class 1. Anything. You forgot the age you went to class 1, eh? How many years did we get to class 1? 6 years. So 4 years is kinder. Kindergarten, they are not now even trying to form up 2-letter words, 3-letter words, to think of coming to an app like this to read, are you sad? Then formation of words are not even there yet to think of understanding that kind of emotion. But upper primary is reasonable. Because then they have gone through the level, they've seen it all, they can really tell what is good for them, what is worrying them, what to say, what not to say. Yeah, but for the kindergarten, I think it's early. They can come and tell their mom, yes, teacher hate me, this, that, but yeah, they can in some cases. And, maybe they pinch or something, inflicted some pain. Yeah, they can tell parents, but to go to an app to really read and tell those stories may be a bit on the higher side because of the time they get to understand words, form words. Even class 1, they are still processing, because that's where they are now being prepared to put two tenses together, words together, and read. So upper primary, I think, will sell out. But anything less than that, we may have challenges. Okay, so there's one comment from here.
I like the problem you are trying to solve, but I think you should revisit the level of complexity involved. You would have to do a bit of work on how children see things. Their world is not the same as ours. It's completely different. I have a toddler who bites me every evening and then she smiles. She inflicts the pain on me and then she just smiles. Her world is a completely different one. So I would encourage you to go back. The problem you are trying to solve is an important one. However, I think it needs a bit more work before it's ready. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Round of applause for Team 5. Thank you to all teams for your presentations. Now, we will take 10 minutes for the judges to deliberate and then we will come back to give our awards. Thank you so much. Okay, so our results are in. How are our teams feeling? Our results are in. All of you are quiet. At the beginning, people are saying that people are winning. Now you're all quiet. Why? Okay, let's do a poll. Show by raise of hands. How many people think Team 1 are winning? Hey, nobody thinks Team 1 will win. Hey, is that how you people are? You people are not good. How many people think Team 1 are winning? Team 2, how many people think Team 2 are winning? Only one person. How many people think Team 3 are winning? Is it that you people don't want to vote or what? We'll start again. So how many people think Team 1 are winning? How many? Hello, please, who do you think is winning?
Team 2.
Team 2. Okay. Please, who do you think? Oh, you definitely vote for your team. Please, who do you think is winning?
I was not here from the start, so I can't tell.
Who do you think is winning?
2, 3, and 5.
Hello. Please, who do you think is winning?
I couldn't join earlier, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Please, who do you think is winning?
Team 2.
Team 2. Okay. Very interesting views. Hello, please, who do you think is winning?
Me.
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Who do you think is winning?
I think Team 2 now.
Team 2. Who do you think is winning? Oh, you vote for your team for sure. Who do you think is winning? You don't know. Hey, who do you think is winning? Team 2. Please, who do you think is winning? You don't know. Wow, I see. Who do I think is winning? All of them are winning. Yes, all of us are winners. Hello, please, who do you think is winning? Team 2. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Please, do you think you are what? You are Team War? What do you think about your presentation? Do you think that whatever the results will show would be truthful to your presentation? Will be the true points or the true value of what you did?
So we gave in our best. We gave in our efforts. May the best team win.
I think it's so fun because at the beginning all of you were like, "Yeah, winning." Now it's made the best team win. Wow. Yeah, please. What do you think? What? What do you think? Like the results would show, and whatever it shows, do you think it will be truthful to your presentation?
I mean, anticipating anything that will come.
Yeah, anticipating anything. So if you win, you'll be happy. If you lose, you'll be fine. BBI, you'll be fine. After putting the work, you'll be fine. You won't cry. If it's me, I'll cry. Oh. Team Kuku, our favorite group. Who do you think is winning? Your team, right?
Yeah, we hope so.
You know, you you hope so, eh? Do you think the results will be truthful to like your presentation? Like, will it be the true value of what you presented?
Yeah.
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 Okay, let me. Hello. Please, who do you think is winning? You don't know. Oh, why? Why don't you know? Sir, please, who do you think is winning?
All of them.
All of them. Sir, please, who do you think is winning?
The best will win.
Sir, please, who do you think is winning? Okay. And yeah, me mbisao. But all of you gave really good presentations. So no matter the results, at least we'll all go with souvenirs. Why? We'll all go home happy. All of you did really good work. Yes, all of you did really good work. Me, I can't do some of the things you people do. I'm trying to be like you when I grew up. So, yeah. So we are waiting for us to get the certificates and awards ready. Then we give out the awards. Who do you think is winning?
I don't even remember what you put it.
Let's finish one. No, yeah, started. You continue. What happens if you lose? Oh. So what happens if you lose? Yeah. What about your teammates? What happens if it comes out and you guys lose? When you're here, you came to learn. Oh, okay. Okay. So what did you learn? Oh, word, period. Do like this. But so what happens if you lose? What happens if you don't get anything at all? You don't think you're what? You're not taking the L. Wow, you really believe, oh. I like your belief. What happens if you lose?
Oh, I came here to learn.
You came to learn?
Yes.
Now everybody came to learn. Nobody came to win again. You came to learn. What did you learn? Tell us.
Okay, so I saw other presentations and I saw various ideas and they were very innovative, and I saw different kinds of designs and how the approach was made. Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So no matter what, at least you've learned something. Which was your goal? Please, what would happen if you lost? didn't get anything. Not first, not second, not third.
We learn from that, and later on we win subsequent.
Everybody's learning. Everybody's learning. I like that. I like that. But so what happens if you lose? You came from a different department to come and meet us. What happens? You've left as a way free Accra or a Northern region that you've come to lose. How would you feel?
Well, at least we got a recommendation to meet someone who has already built this kind of system. So you can go for tips and stuff like that to make it better.
So you won't feel sad, you won't feel bad.
Obviously, I'll feel bad because you put in a lot of work, but you have no control.
Okay. What about you? How would you feel?
Same. We feel bad for all our wasted efforts, but I won't say wasted. I mean, we learned something new today, so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Boss, so how would you feel if you lost? Like, you weren't first, second, third. How would you feel?
I'll feel bad about it.
You feel bad?
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah, because I feel like an idea deserves some praises.
You feel like your idea deserves what?
A position. Yeah.
A position. Oh wow. So you're trying to say your idea is better than everybody's idea here.
I feel like it deserves a position. I didn't say it's bigger than anyone's. So.
Exactly. Fifth place is also a position. So what about that?
Oh, and I'll leave it to my future self to tell you.
You leave it to your. Oh, I see. I like the confidence. I like the confidence. Hello. So how would you feel if you lost?
I'll actually be sad.
Oh, why? Why will you be sad? I thought we all came here to learn. Why will you be sad?
I know, like, I've taken a lot of insights and everything, but within me, like, I'm human, yeah.
Oh, okay. What about you? How would you feel if you didn't get anything? First, second, third. What's around at 7 a.m.? You slept sleepless nights and you came to lose? How would you feel? You feel sad.
Yes.
That's all. You feel sad. That's all. Okay. We wish you all the best. We wish you all the best. So what happens if there is a tie? What happens if there is a tie? You play penalties. I see. Are you done? Okay, we are back, and we are back to announce our winners and our losers. Everybody came here to learn, so this one is just by the way. So yes, everybody came here to learn. Everybody is a winner, so this is just by the way. Okay, so in third position, who do you think we have in third position? Nobody was in third position. All right. So we will invite Mr. Michael Kolugu to award, give the the award presentation for the team in third position. So in third position, we have okay. So in third position, we have Eco Champs. Please, a round of applause as they come for their award. So at least you didn't lose anything, crap. Where's your third member? Okay. Who is Emanuela?
You're going to give it to them?
Yes. Who is okay.
No, Michael.
Okay. Come here. Please, who is your group lead? Who is the group lead? Okay, so sir, please, you hold this with the group lead while we take a picture. Please, a round of applause for them. All right, please take your souvenirs before you sit. Obiniem. All right. So now in second position. Okay, this is second. Okay, we'll invite Prof. Kofi Sapong to give the award for the second, our second position. So in second position, we have Team Patriots. Team Patriots, please. Can we have you in front? Okay. Who is Jefferson? Who's Jefferson? Okay. Elvis. Okay. And Jeffrey. Group lead, so you take a picture. Okay. All right. Please, your souvenirs before you sit. Congrats. Please, a round of applause for them. Congratulations, congratulations. Now for our winners. So who do you think is going to win? Why is everybody quiet? Why are people afraid of the teams? Who do you think is going to win? We are not continuing until you tell me who you think is going to win. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win? The hats. Okay, we have the hats. Let me see what is here. Okay, so in first position, we'll first invite. We'll first invite Mr. Ebenezer Denzel Amano to give the award for our overall best team. And in first position, we have Akuma. We have Akuma. Please come forward as we. Sasu, who is Sasu? Please come here. So please come here. Who is the group lead? Who is the group lead? Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay.
So this. So you can hold that. Yes.
So.
Okay. Congratulations.
He speaks with a lot of confidence.
Please take. Congratulations to all of you. Yes, please. Okay, so congratulations to all teams all of you, those who received awards and those who didn't, we are all winners. All right, so we'll invite Prof. Solomon Mensah to give the closing remarks, and then we'll go for food, as we've been here for a very long time.
You also have to take a group picture.
We'll also take a group picture before we disperse. So we'll take our closing remarks and then take a group picture.
All right, thank you, everyone. All right, thank you, everyone. I think it's, we first have to thank God for this day He has blessed us with. In fact, today has been one of my hottest days in my life. I've never even seen that before. Starting from 9 a.m. all the way to here this time. There's also another meeting at 3:30. I have a class at 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. So, but it's fine. So as we bring the hackathon to a close, I would like to thank everyone, especially our dean, who was able to come in here to be able to give the opening remark. We also thank our HOD. In fact, I have to also thank my brother, our vice president of UTAG, is a close friend, Prof. Kofi Sapone-Dumenu. In fact, for we having him here, it's also something important that I have to also, all my colleagues, in fact, Michael, thank you for coming, right? In fact, Sandro, we are much grateful. In fact, we cannot forget the main man of the house, Eben, right? Let's give it up to him. Let's give it up to him. You are the main one. Right? And I cannot forget about Robert. Robert, you've also done well. Let's also give out to Robert. They've also done so well. In fact, the organizing team, Endurance, is when the project started, I said, okay, for Endurance, I'll put it on your table. Let's see how you're going to get it done. And she has actually done well. In fact, if she's here, let's just give it to her. Right from the flyers and everything, actually it was on her table. And I can't also forget all the other supporting team. There is also one person I will not forget, Jennifer. I know she can hear me online. And Jennifer, also thank you and kudos to you for your good work as well. And my honorable MC. I just gave her a call yesterday. I said, you have to do the MC. And Mara, you did well. Thanks so much. We appreciate, right? She is my course rep for my advanced software engineering class. So very troublesome. You know how she was doing it. So I think we are good. All faculty that join online, all the people online joining YouTube, I think Zoom, we are much grateful. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and then say that, oh God, I'm much happy because I heard the cockroach saying, oh, cockroach. But now where we stay, we don't hear those things unless in the village, right? But in the morning when you wake up and you see the sun rising, you should be able to know that Managing Africa, in collaboration with the Department of Computer Science, saying a big thank you for you coming together to be able to get this thing done. One of the key people I forgot is all the team members, right? Everyone did so well. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, Team 5. Yes. Your ideas are very innovative. And one of the things I want to encourage you is whether you emerge first, second, third, you shouldn't give up. Whether you didn't even get your award, you shouldn't give up. To me, everyone is a winner. Because the sleepless meetings we have been having, I know you guys did well. And I'll whisper something into your ears, right? Eben is mentioning that he's going to probably get everyone on board. Some of you are going to have an internship opportunity face-to-face. Some of you will also be online, and it's going to absorb you all. So kudos to you all, and I want you to know that you are all winners. And I know that when you go there, you're not going to disappoint the department. So you're going to put in your best like you did today. And I know some of you actually did this project just in 3 days. I know that, but you've done so well. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and God bless you all. Stay blessed, everyone. And I think one more person I have to also thank, Makata Mensah. I know you can hear me. His team with the technical team support, Kofi Asari, thank you for coming. I think you came here early, like 7-something. I was getting my kids to school. Thank you so much, right? And Mark, if you can hear me online, stay blessed. Thank you, and I appreciate it, right?
All right, thank you all for coming. So we'll move outside to take the picture. Please, we'll move. No, just out here. We'll move out right in front of this building. Say, please don't go anywhere. Let's take the picture first. And all participants are going to receive their certificates of participation in their mails. So.